behind the image this time. Wow.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Your Music Sucks. I'm Brian Beaudoin. That's Craig Gass from Sex and the City and the Howard Stern Show. Hi, Craig. How are you today?
I'm doing good, man. I am in the room that we're going to be sharing in Detroit. Brian and I are performing in Detroit this weekend at a place called One Night Stands. It's a guy named Stan.
Can't believe that's a real place.
It's a real place. The comedy club is owned by a guy named Stan, and the club is called One Night Stands. And it's actually one of the coolest clubs, man. The stage is the biggest stage I've ever been on. I can't wait for you to see the stage and see what it looks like. I'm not exaggerating when I say it'll be the biggest stage you've ever been on in a comedy club. And when you see the set design, it'll trip you out. I've never even asked what the history is with that set design, but Brian and I are going to be sharing a room right here. This is our love suite right
That's
here.
the room. Yeah, I was hoping you could turn. Oh, look at that. Beds side by each.
Yeah. There's going to be two dudes sleeping in two beds here. So
that is a standardish room.
It's as standardish as it gets. You are coming to Detroit, and I've been here for 2 days already doing radio out here and reconnecting with some radio friends and some friends that I grew up with who live out here. What are you looking forward to in Detroit? You and I are different. Like,
I'm looking forward to driving to Cincinnati. I'm looking forward to fucking leaving Detroit and going to Cincinnati.
All right, Brian, off the top of your head, I want to say, name 3 things you know about Detroit. What is Detroit famous for?
Eminem, Kid Rock, 8 Mile, that pawn shop show. There was a pawn shop show that took place in Detroit. Other than that, look, Craig. We had a little talk before we go on. You don't really go out and do the touristy things when you go to places, you know. I check it out. I Google the places that I'm going to see what there is to do.
I go to sporting events. I like to go see every baseball team. I like to watch my Seattle Mariners play in every stadium in the league. So I've been to every baseball stadium. The one here in Detroit is pretty cool. I like to see the unique layouts that the stadiums have. I also noticed over time when I would go to all the stadiums that when they come out of the 7th inning stretch, every stadium has a different song they play that has a particular meaning for that city or that state. And like the Houston Astros, I think they come out and play Yellow Rose of Texas, I think. And they have girls
Yellow Rose of Texas?
Yeah, I think it's Yellow Rose. I could be wrong about that, but they have girls wearing cowboy boots and shorts, like jean shorts, like denim shorts and cowboy boots.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
By the way, Park plays Sweet Caroline, and it makes me want to kill everybody.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And then
I lose my mind. I hate that song now.
I just know whatever the song is in Houston, it has a line that the second line is deep in the heart of Texas, and they all dance at the same time, like they stomp their boots at the same time or something. So I like going to the stadiums around the country. That's as touristy as I get. Otherwise, everything kind of looks the same to me. The only city where I get out of my room is in Dallas. I love to go to Dealey Plaza every time I go to Dallas, which is where Kennedy was shot, and all the conspiracy theories. You can walk the grounds yourself. Have you ever gotten into any conspiracy theories, Brian?
No, not really, but I know I could. I can be easily swayed. That's why I don't get too into it. I know I can be swayed.
You never heard a conspiracy
like
theory that made you go like, "Oh, wow, I never thought of it that way." Like you never had your mind bend from
No. I won't let it happen.
I feel like this is like a generational thing. I don't think you've seen this movie. Have you seen the movie JFK?
No, with Kevin Costner?
It's a movie about the assassination of JFK, and it brings up so many good points, so many amazing points, and not trying to answer any questions. They just ask a lot of questions. And the questions they ask are really valid questions that make you realize that something is wrong with the story that was told. So every time I perform in Dallas, I will always go to Dealey Plaza. You can go up to the book depository building where allegedly Lee Harvey Oswald shot Kennedy. You can go to the grassy knoll. You can just walk around that area and check it all out. And there's always people out there selling magazines or newspapers. I remember being out there once and this guy said, the gentleman to my left was 5 years old when Kennedy was assassinated. And he shows a picture of Kennedy's motorcade and he goes, and that's him right there. And it's like a grown adult. And you see a picture of like a kid in the picture. And he goes, that's him right here. This is him. And he was here when he's 5 years old. Now tell these people what you saw. Well, I remember it was a warm day that day. And he just, it's amazing. It's a whole scene out there, man. There's people who really, really get into the woods of conspiracy theories. And I'm just interested in it. I just think it's fascinating. I really think it's fascinating to go out there and listen to that shit. But I would say Detroit, off the top of my head, I think of Motown. Motown is Detroit, right? Isn't it?
Yeah. Motown is Detroit.
Dr. Detroit from I think ICP. Isn't it Insane Clown Posse from?
I don't know. Alice Cooper's from Detroit.
Alice Cooper's from Detroit. I'm pretty sure.
Tops, the White
Insane
Stripes,
Clown
Bob
Posse.
Seger.
The Insane Clown Posse were always nice to me when they'd come on the Howard Stern show, but I don't think we should invite the Insane Clown Posse to our show, right? We don't want to do that, right?
I mean, maybe that'd be fun, huh? Shaggy Two Dope at the show and Violent J. That'd be fun.
Did I ever tell you Shaggy Two Dope's story that he told that to this day I will always respect him because of what he said when somebody called the Howard Stern show and said, "Yo, I saw these guys at a club and I beat their ass." Did I ever tell you about Shaggy Two Dope's response?
No, what did he say?
It's one of the greatest things I've ever heard. So people are calling in and saying, you guys are a bunch of bitches, whatever. And everyone that calls, the two guys in the Insane Clown Posse are like, yo, come down here and say it to our face. Give out the address. We'll be right here. Come, like they're not backing down from anybody. One guy calls in and says, yo, I beat the shit out of Shaggy Two Dope. Ask him about it. And they're like, who is this? And he says his name, and Howard goes, well, this guy beat you up? And Shaggy Two Dope, who at this point has been talking so much trash that you expect him to say, like, oh man, I'll fuck this guy, whatever. Shaggy Two Dope goes, yo, I'll be straight up with you, man. This dude right here, I ain't gonna lie, man. This dude hit me so hard that I shit my pants. He hit me in the face so hard. Isn't that the greatest, most honest thing you've ever heard in your life?
That's very funny. I like that.
Yeah.
Let's invite ICP to the show.
You want to invite them to the show to ask them to shit their pants at the show?
Let's do it. Yeah, that'd be great. That really liven things up at one night stands with ICP.
All right, there's a couple people I'm inviting to the show. A friend of mine, I got a couple musician friends of mine, some people who work with the Detroit Tigers are going to come out. I think one or two people that work for the Lions might come out. Some radio people are coming out, but I will reach out to Insane Clown Posse and see if we can get either of those two guys to come out to a show.
I would thoroughly love to get down with the clown in Detroit. That would make the trip because I look up stuff like famous foods, right? Like in Pittsburgh, you go to Pimenti's, right? You gotta get the Pimenti brothers, right?
Brothers, yeah.
Yeah. Like where else? Like when comics come to New England, I give them clam chowder. When I'm down south, I like barbecue and sweet tea. I googled like Detroit food, and literally the second thing that came up was a fucking Chinese restaurant.
You got to try
Bangkok 96.
You know what?
We're
gonna find Buddy's Pizza. Buddy's is a Detroit style pizza. Also, there's Jets. Jets is a chain, but is really good. We need to do a Detroit style pizza, and I'm shocked. I'm a snob when it comes to pizza, and I was shocked at how good Buddy's Pizza was. And even when I was invited to go to Buddy's last year, I went to go watch the Mariners play in Detroit, and before my shows, and my buddy said, "Okay,
did you meet Buddy himself?"
I asked. What? As soon as I took my first bite, I was like, Can I meet Buddy? Like, I wanted to meet Buddy. I want to know where Buddy is.
Buddy. I want to meet
Yeah,
Buddy.
dude, Buddy's Pizza, Detroit style pizza. It's like a Sicilian style, like the square, like the rectangle.
Yeah.
It's a deep dish. I believe it's. I don't know exactly. I think it's like the toppings are covered in sauce. I think. I don't know, but it's a deeper dish. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing, and we got to try a Buddy's. So
yeah, I'm down to try the local Detroit fare that isn't a fucking Chinese restaurant. They didn't even put Mom Spaghetti on there. That didn't even make the list. Mom Spaghetti was a Chinese restaurant, number 2, and then the first place was a taco joint. But I thought it'd be funny if I went to the Chinese restaurant.
I think the most interesting thing about Detroit that I've always noticed when I'm here is that I love Detroit. I've always had great shows in Detroit over the years at a couple different comedy clubs. This place, One Night Stands, is amazing. But the one thing that always trips me out is downtown Detroit is a fucking ghost town. I went to the old Detroit Tiger Stadium, and it was creepy driving like 7-8 blocks to the stadium where every building was abandoned. Every like giant like high-rise buildings just all abandoned.
Oh, like nobody. Pittsburgh is like that.
Yeah, kind of. Not as bad.
It's like an eerie feeling.
Not as bad as Detroit. I know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, not as bad as Detroit. I've heard they've tried to gentrify the city. You and I are going to be downtown because we're going to go see the Seahawks play the Lions.
Let's gentrify the fuck out of it, Craig.
Yeah. All right.
Gentrify the fuck out of it.
We'll be in downtown and you'll see for yourself. I don't know if anybody's actually, been hanging out there. Also, next door to where we're going to be watching the Seahawks is the Tiger Stadium. So we'll be right in the heart of downtown Detroit. Listen, the whole point of Your Music Sucks is this. Brian and I are friends. We love each other, love hanging out with each other. We're both stand-up comedians who tour around the country. And the one thing we don't see eye to eye on is when it comes to music. So once a week, we send each other one of our favorite songs, and the other person critiques it. Sometimes you find out that your music isn't as cool as you thought it was when you hear it through a fresh set of eyes and ears. And this week, I sent Brian a Ratt song. And the band Ratt, big part of the 80s metal scene that came out of Los Angeles. And I have a very specific reason why I'm sending it to you. And then you sent me a Prince song, and I already know why you're sending it to me. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go?
Why don't you go first, Craig? Why don't you go first?
Okay. So you sent me a Prince song, a song I've never heard of before called Just As Long As We're Together. And this is, I'm guessing by the artwork and by the arrangements, like it's got a sound that sounds like it predates 1999. Am I correct in that?
Oh, you are. This is off his first album. This is from 1978.
Wow. Okay. So 1999 would have been like what, around 82? Is that when, or 81, 82 when 1999 came out?
Yeah, somewhere in there. 84 maybe.
No, because by 84 is when Purple Rain comes out, I think. Fuck. I don't know what to look at. Well, whatever it is. This predates all of that. And I gotta say, man,
82 was 1999.
Okay.
It was 82.
Brian, I have some brand new impressions that I would like to introduce you to. I'm known as a guy who does impressions. I'm going to do several impressions for you. In fact, I'm going to say this. These are impressions that you or I could do. The first impression is, and tell me if you want to take a stab at this or not. First impression is when you send me a song that's over 5 or 6 minutes long. Can you do an impression of me looking at the length of the song?
Oh, you probably look at the phone and you go something like just a shake of the head. Just a shake of the head. Just a disgusted shake.
Now, I'll give you the impression. Here's me looking at one of your songs, and then notice my eyes go to the length of it. Like I'll be playing the song, and then I'll look at the length. All right, here we go. Here's me look like.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Now, here's me realizing that the Prince song is 6 minutes long.
Exciting, right?
I was like, all right, it's Prince. I'll put up with it. I'll put up with Prince for 6 minutes. But you know what? It dawned on me about 3 or 4 minutes into it, like, oh wow, that's the end of the song. It's just going to be Prince just playing for the next 4 minutes. This is it. It's just
Prince wilding out.
And you know what? It's just a classic Prince sound, man. It just starts out. Prince is trying to fuck someone. He's trying to get up in some girl's panties. You can live your own life, so I live mine. Like he's just sex, man.
Keep you down.
That dude is just sex. He's just straight sex, man. And he's horny as shit. He's trying to get in this girl's panties. I was trying to look for like a hidden meaning. Like when he says, I'll only see you some of the time. I'm happy when you come around, even if the sun don't shine. I was like, oh, is this like a hidden message about butt sex? Like maybe it's about butt sex. Like the sun don't shine. I don't know what it is. I just know that Prince is horny as shit, and everybody loves a nice horny Prince. He can't not be horny. He's just amazing. And
even the horniest Prince in all the land. He's the horniest.
Even though I've never heard this song before, and even though it sounds a little dated, I loved it, and I'll give it on a scale of 1 to 5, I'll give it a solid 4. There's nothing about the lyrics that like need to be analyzed. It's just Prince being horny, and it's a good song. I loved it. In fact, I was wondering, like, I wonder how many of the instruments he played, because I know when he first came out, he was putting out demos where he literally played every single instrument, and there were so many interesting and unique approaches on the drums, the bass, the guitar. I just thought that was Prince's influence all over it. I loved it. 4 out of 5 for this song. Yeah. Now, the reason you sent me this song is because, Brian, 1 year ago, we went to Prince's.
Yeah, 1 year ago, we did. We did some touristy shit in Minnesota. We went to Paisley Park 1 year ago today.
1 year ago. Maybe we'll go to Eminem's house while we're here in Detroit. You think he'll let us in his house?
That'd be great.
Or we go to Kid Rock's trailer or something. We go to Kid Rock. Or we
can
go
to Kid Rock's trailer.
Or we can go to a 7-Eleven to go find ICP and get some Faygo.
We could do the fucking Detroit walking tour. Like, this is where Kid Rock wrote Bomb with the Bar. The Bang Boogie. This is where he did that. This is where he met Joe C.
Well, the highlight. Oh man, did you send Tom the picture of you with the of the memento that you almost stole from Prince?
No.
Tom, make a note right here. Right here, you need to show a picture. We were at Prince's house, and we got a private tour. A friend of mine was Prince's guitar tech on and off for a decade or two, and so he hooked us up with another guy who works for Prince, who lives at the house at Paisley Park. And that dude hooked us up with a private tour. And we went to a playroom where we played ping pong with Prince's ping pong paddles. And Brian tried to leave with the ping pong paddles. And then as we were about to walk out the door, we took photos. And Brian had the ping pong paddle in the photo, like, hey, I'm going to steal this. Like, it was amazing.
I sent the picture to Tom. Maybe we'll be able to put it up later.
All right.
But I said, yeah. But I smoked everybody in ping pong, for the record. I love me some ping pong.
Yeah, man. You're a good ping pong player. Now, I sent you a Ratt song, and it was a Ratt song called Way Cool Jr., and I have a specific reason for why I sent it to you. What did you think of the song Way Cool Jr.? Have you ever heard a Ratt song, number one?
No, I've never heard a Ratt song. I've never heard a Ratt. As a matter of fact, I thought this was an all-women's band until I heard the fucking song. I swear to God, I thought this was an all-female band that rivaled the Bangles in the 80s. That's what I swear to God, that's what I thought Ratt was up until about a half hour ago. Yeah. So how does this song start?
It starts out with a guitar. Don't
Yes, I like that shit. I like the music. I was listening to that music. I was going out to it. It was good. I got into the song. I liked it.
Right on.
I wish I could do the song more, but
Okay.
I don't remember it because it's okay. So as I listened to it, I'm like, this is a fucking dope ass song. This is great. And then I listened to the lyrics. And I followed like karaoke as they fucking sang it. I went through the lyrics, and I'm like, this is just about some fucking douchey piece of shit guy that I would probably fucking hate in real life. And Ratt wrote a song that I like to listen to about this fucking douchebag.
Some
New
new
kid in
kid in
town, got
town.
fancy clothes, old
Yeah.
T-Bird car, baby.
Yeah.
And you can tell your nose, which I didn't get that. And you can tell your nose. I don't know if that was a cocaine reference, but out of nowhere, and the guy's like, and you can tell your nose. Like, what the fuck you can tell your nose for?
I
What
think
does
the
that even
lyric is,
fucking mean?
and you can tell he knows, and maybe they got it wrong on the lyric thing. I think it's you can tell
Oh,
he knows.
that makes a lot more sense than you can tell your nose. Because, like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are you going to tell your nose that it doesn't already
It
know?
sounds like your nose.
Fucking
It
knows
definitely
everything.
yeah, it sounds like your nose, but I think it's and you can tell he knows is I think the lyrics. But so you like the song?
It's like I've never heard. I like the music in the song, but I didn't like the idea that the song is about a dude that I probably wouldn't like.
Well, but
And I couldn't wrap my head around the lyrics. Other than that, it was a fun song to listen to. It was
okay,
fun. I did enjoy it.
it's an easy song to like, right? Easy song to like a little. It's just like a bluesy kind of.
Yeah. It's like there's nothing in this song that's gonna make me hate it, other than the lyrics.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 5, what did you give Ratt's Way Cool Jr.?
You know what? I'll give it. I was gonna give it a 4 until I found out this was about a douche, and then I was gonna give it a 3.5. But if we listen to this together, we got a big road trip coming up. We should just listen to all the songs that we've done on this show together in the car.
All right, so what are you
But
going to give it?
if I was to listen to this for you again, I'd give it a 4. I'll give it a 4 just on the fun factor.
That's awesome. So this crazy thing happens. The hotel that I was staying at in St. Louis last week, I was performing at the Funny Bones in St. Louis last week. And I know that the singer of Ratt, Stephen Piercy, is doing a show right down the road from me. I'm staying in Chesterfield. He's doing a show at some concert venue in Chesterfield. It's like a brand new, like House of Blues looking place. And I'm bummed out that I can't go see the show because it's on Sunday. And I'm doing a show on Sunday. Late Saturday night, I get back to my hotel at 2 o'clock in the morning. There's a van in front of my hotel, and all these long-haired dudes are getting out. And I went, get the fuck out of here. And I see the singer of Ratt in the lobby. I met him once 20 years ago. He said 20 years ago that he knew who I was. My buddy Brent Fitz introduced me to him. And he's like, yeah, I know Craig Gass. And he was like super nice to me. And I was like, I don't know if he knows me at all. But I walk in the lobby, and I see one of his guitar players who's a guy who I know who he is, this guy, Johnny Monaco. And I go, oh, shit, Johnny. And he goes, hey. And I go, yeah, Craig, I'm a stand-up comedian. And he goes, oh, okay. I go, yeah, I'm Craig Gass. And he goes, oh. And someone goes, oh, you're the Gene Simmons guy. I go, yeah, I am. And then Stephen Piercy, the singer of Ratt, walks by. And they go, dude, it's Craig Gass, the comedian from the Howard Stern Show. And he goes, what? Craig, hold on, dude. We're taking a picture right now. And he just started taking pictures of me. And I was like, oh, shit, Stephen, thank you. And then we went inside the lobby, and we were talking. And Steven goes, dude, we got to take more pictures, man. I'm going to put you on my social media. And I go, absolutely. And he's like, come on. And he posted all his social media that he ran into comedian Craig Gass. The 15-year-old me could not fucking believe it. I went to so many growing up. I couldn't fucking believe it. And gave me his phone number. I don't know, man. It was one of those surreal experiences that I'm bummed I didn't get to see him. I was like growing up, it was like the biggest band in the world. I still enjoy listening to Ratt's music. It just trips me out that I ran into that guy and he was cool as shit. In fact, there's going to be another round of Hey Craig, Where Have You Been for the Where Have You Been tour that I'm going to have you do stuff on. And Steven did a video for me. So
that's dope.
Yeah, he looks cool as shit.
He's all about scrapbooking, it sounds like. Scrapbooking. Take pictures, fucking make a video.
Well, everybody, listen. Brian and I are coming to Detroit. And Brian, are you looking forward to it?
I guess. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's going to be great.
You're gonna love it.
Awesome.
You're gonna love one night stands. We are gonna be at one night stands together Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week. Sunday's show will be followed by a live taping of Your Music Sucks. So if you want to see an extra long show, get more bang for your buck, come to the Sunday show. Otherwise, we're there all weekend long. And then if you want to see Brian, go see him at what website?
IllinoisCockburn.com.
IllinoisCockburn.com, exactly as it sounds, or you can find me at getgas.com. Getgas with 2 S's.com. Brian, your music didn't suck this week.
Neither did yours, Craig, although it was... That's my conspiracy theory, how I thought there was a woman's band and it turned out to be a bunch of dudes. Also, added bonus, we have the picture from Prince's house where I tried to steal the ping pong paddle. Tommy, put up that picture. Show it, but there it is.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, there it is. Ping pong whooping everybody's ass, pays apart.
All right, I'll see you guys in Detroit this weekend with Brian, and catch us on the road later in the year.
See you then, everybody.